Hi, my name is Julio Rivera. I'm an activist, journalist, adventurer, veteran, television presenter, and businessman. I've covered many of the major historical events going on around the world over the past several years, and after watching regime changes, conflict, and historic elections globally, I've come to the conclusion that the most underreported crisis in the world today can be defined in only one word: malware. That's why I've decided to dedicate my time to educating people everywhere and exposing the dangers that exist on the devices that we've become tethered to and depend on for so many reasons in our day-to-day life. Welcome to This Week in Malware. On This Week in Malware, we'll be covering AHUI Ransomware joins the Stop Djvu ransomware family. SearchMeNow.gg is a dubious search engine associated with potentially unwanted programs, and Grenam is a Trojan that can compromise your computer by stealthily launching harmful processes. New strains of Stop Djvu ransomware are being discovered every week, and this time it's AHUI Ransomware. Like other associated strains of the prominent malware threat, this ransomware locks files and then demands a ransom fee to restore file access. Infections like AHUI ransomware can be distributed via software bundles. So if you tend to download freeware or pirated apps distributed via torrent or cracked software sites, you may end up installing such threats. AHUI ransomware locks most of the popular file types, including photos, music, documents, and videos. During the file encryption process, AHUI ransomware adds the .ahui extension to the affected files and leaves a ransom note on the user's desktop and in every folder containing encrypted files. Once downloaded and installed, AHUI ransomware will employ the AES encryption algorithm to lock up your files. Oftentimes, information stealers like Zeus and Redline are deployed alongside ransomware, and this allows hackers access to sensitive information before encrypting the files. Therefore, it's possible for AHUI ransomware to employ similar tools as well. The ransom note demands a ransom in order for victims to obtain a decryption key. The decryption key costs $980, but the ransomware's operators will offer a 50% discount and only charge $490 if the victim contacts them within the first 72 hours after infection. The note also provides two email addresses: support@freshmail.top and datarestorehelp@airmail.cc for the victims to communicate with the hackers. We discourage establishing contact with the hackers, however, as there's no guarantee that they'll provide decryption tools after payment or even communicate with you. It is important to note that AHUI ransomware does not just encrypt data. It may also attempt to delete all shadow copies of the affected files stored on your computer. This can make recovery of your documents and data extremely difficult, if not impossible. It is highly recommended that you do not attempt to pay the ransom for the decryption key, as this does not guarantee the encrypted file recovery. The best course of action is focusing on methods that can help you restore your data and protect your system from similar threats. How do I deal with the AHUI ransomware infection? To protect yourself from the AHUI ransomware attack, you should practice safe web browsing habits like refraining from opening email attachments from unknown senders and downloading programs from unreliable sources. You should also have a reputable malware remediation tool installed on your computer. That way you can regularly scan for elements associated with this troublesome ransomware infection and other malware. Also, to reduce the potential damage of a future ransomware infection, please consider backing up your files on an external hard drive or cloud storage. SearchMeNow.gg is a dubious search engine associated with potentially unwanted programs. Potentially unwanted programs may often partner with unreliable search engines, and the results that they provide could be inaccurate, outdated, and even dangerous for various reasons. Why should you avoid potentially unwanted programs? Privacy concerns. Pups often collect and track personally non-identifiable user data, including browsing habits and search queries. This information can be used for targeted advertising or sold to third parties for other online marketing purposes. Browser hijacking. Pups may modify your browser settings, changing your default search engine, homepage, or new tab page. This can lead to unwanted redirects, intrusive advertisements, and a degraded browsing experience. Malware distribution. It is highly unlikely, but some pups may be used as a gateway for more harmful software. They may serve as a conduit for downloading and installing harmful programs. How to remove potentially unwanted programs associated with searchmenow.gg. Uninstall suspicious programs. Go to the Add or Remove Programs in Windows or Application Settings in macOS on your computer and uninstall any unfamiliar or suspicious programs. Look for entries related to searchmenow.gg or other unfamiliar search engines. Remove browser extensions. Open your web's browser settings or preferences and navigate to the Extensions or Add-ons section. Remove suspicious or unwanted extensions, especially those associated with the unreliable search engine. Clear browser data. After removing the pup, it's a good idea to clear your browser's cache, cookies, or browsing history. This helps remove lingering traces of the pup. Reset browser settings. In your browser settings, locate the option to reset or restore settings to their original defaults. This will revert changes made by the pup, including search engine, homepage, and new tab settings. However, take note that it will also delete your individual browser customizations like bookmarks and so on. Run a reputable antivirus or anti-malware scan. Use a reliable anti-malware program to scan your computer for remaining pups or malware. Update the software before running the scan and follow its instructions to remove detected threats. Prevention is crucial to avoid pups in the first place. Be cautious when downloading and installing software from unfamiliar sources. Read user reviews, opt for custom installation options, and decline any additional offers or changes to your browser settings. Remember to keep your operating system, web browser, and security software up to date to protect your system against known vulnerabilities and threats. Trojans, like virus:win32/Grenam.A, or simply Grenam, are a type of malicious software that disguise themselves as legitimate programs or files while performing malicious activities in the system's background. Why are Trojans dangerous? Unauthorized access. Trojans can give attackers unauthorized access to your computer, giving them control over your files, network, and sensitive information. This can lead to identity theft, financial loss, or other malicious activities. Data theft and spying. Trojans are often designed to steal personal data such as login credentials, credit card information, or even medical and social security information. This stolen data can be used for various malicious purposes, including identity theft or targeted attacks. System instability and damage. Trojans can disrupt computer functions, causing system crashes, slow performance, or other malfunctions. In some cases, they can even delete or modify critical files, leading to data loss or irreversible damage. How to remove Grenam and other Trojans. Update your malware remediation software. Ensure that your anti-malware program is up to date with the latest definitions. This helps it identify and remove newer Trojan variants effectively. Perform a full system scan. Run a thorough computer scan with your anti-malware program. It'll help detect and quarantine Trojans and other malware present on your system. Delete or quarantine the Trojan. Once the scan is complete, follow your anti-malware program instructions to delete or quarantine the detected Trojan. Quarantining isolates the infected files, while deletion removes them from your system entirely. Update your operating system and software. Keep your operating system and all installed programs up to date. Regular updates patch security vulnerabilities, reducing the risk of Trojan infections. Be cautious of email attachments and downloads. Avoid opening email attachments or downloading files from unreliable or suspicious sources. Trojans are often distributed through malicious email attachments or compromised websites. Enable a firewall. Enable and configure a firewall on your computer. It acts as a barrier between your computer and the internet, blocking unauthorized access and preventing Trojans from communicating with their command and control servers. If you suspect that your computer is infected with a Trojan, it's imperative that you act quickly to remove it. By doing so, you minimize the possibility of identity theft, data loss, or other associated damage to your computer. You know, as I think about the dangers that exist online, not unlike the subjects we learned about in this video, I know I feel a lot better having an anti-malware program like Spy Hunter installed in my PC, providing me the protection I need against malware, and I think you should too. Spy Hunter 5's strongest features are found in its malware repair capabilities. Spy Hunter 5's remediation algorithms dive deep into your system to remove and address complex malware issues affecting PCs today. While many anti-malware products only flag and quarantine malware and ultimately fail to fully remediate the root problem, the Spy Hunter 5 remediation algorithm detects, quarantines, and programmatically repairs malware problems on your PC. Spy Hunter 5 is a powerful PC utility that repairs malware threats in many cases where other competing anti-malware and antivirus programs may fail. To detect and remove malware for free, go to enigmasoftware.com and download Spy Hunter today. Thanks for watching.